The health insurance industry could make more off a pill than they could if they all of a sudden started covering half your gym membership.
Yeah, of course they could. What's up, y'all? Welcome back to another episode of the Hustle Huddle. I'm here with my boy
Christian Roddy.
And my boy. Yeah. So what's up, bro? How was your week?
Well, it's good. It's been a good week. I feel like it went by pretty fast. I started with a great weekend. Some golf out in Mount Wisdom with the crew.
How'd you shoot?
There were good holes. There were bad holes. Overall, bad round, though. Definitely had a lot of fall-apart holes. So,
yeah.
Came away, I think, like second on the day or whatever, based on our handicaps. But it was good. It was good. How'd you shoot that day?
I shot dog water.
Dog water?
I was trash that day.
That's a low-key hard course, though, Mount Woodson.
That course is hard as fuck.
It's tight, and then it's like
very
over
tight.
ravines.
Yeah. Yeah, because if your driver's not on, and sometimes if you could overdrive.
I drove out of bounds because they were such hard dogleg rights that it was just like.
They're either a hard dogleg right or a hard dogleg left.
And it was like at that weird distance where you're like, well, this is like 230.
I could not drive this, but I could be in bounds.
Yeah,
if you have a immaculate drive, it's gone.
Yeah. And it's like, well, if I bend it there, it'll be okay. And I'm thinking I'm some pro golfer.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I don't know. And they gave us like a little cheat sheet, bro. And it was like cheat sheet.
Aim for this tree.
It's like, yeah, try to aim for the right hole and try to have a fade on your shot so it fades right into bounds and hits a rock. And I was like, bro, I can't do this shit. Like, nigga, I'm just
crazy.
aiming and I'm aiming and shooting, bro. That's it, bro.
Damn.
So it was kind of rough. That was really a tough course, though.
Yeah, that was a tough course. That was a great day at low-key.
It was so nice, though. That course was beautiful.
Beautiful. No, so played there. Went from there straight to La Costa. I went to my stepbrother's birthday dinner. Mm-hmm. And then after that, went and played some pool with him and I guess my like step uncle or whatever until like 2 a.m.
Damn.
Yeah.
A lot of pool.
Yeah, bro. I played pool from like, I feel like 11 to till 2 a.m. It was like 3 hours straight.
11 a.m.?
Nah, 11 at night.
Oh, okay.
Because we finished, we went out to dinner and drinks.
I was thinking like 11 a.m. I was like, bro, that's hella pool.
Nah, I golfed with you at noon. What are you talking about?
I was like, wait, hold on.
Nah, so that was a long day, bro. I slept all that day. And then got into work, NBA playoffs. Happy with how the Lakers have been doing. Kind of happy with my workouts lately this week, too. It's been good. Saw our boy Cody Farah yesterday.
Shout out to the boy.
Yeah, my right shoulder's been kind of bothering me, oddly, like my rear delt when I'm like pressing. So he just showed me a couple of different exercises that I'll be doing right now.
Nice.
How was your week?
Solid, bro. So what? Went golfing on what, Saturday?
No, was that Saturday? Yeah, it was Saturday because I was lazy as hell Sunday.
Went golfing on Saturday. Got a nice workout in beforehand. Played like shit. And then that was a nice course, though. It was so beautiful. They had like this old school like bridge that like wrapped around that you had to ride the golf cart on.
It was long.
I felt like I was on fucking like Jurassic Park, bro. Like I felt like I was on the Indiana Jones ride, bro.
I told him, I was like, if I own this golf course, I'll put little speakers here and you would hear like
like some crazy shit, bro. But it like wrapped around, bro, and it was like this long bridge. Like it was a good like 2-minute ride on this bridge, bro. And it just looked old, and I was like, when was the last time they maintained that bridge? Because it was like you were going from like the top of this like mountain to like another part of this mountain. So like you were literally just like switching mountains, and like below you was literally nothing but like it was like 100-foot drop, bro. It was fucking deep.
Crazy.
It was wild. I've never seen something like that. So I was like, because I looked down, I was like, oh, there's nothing down there. I was like, this bridge goes down, it's a wrap. So yeah, it was like no holes underneath us, no people underneath us, nothing. It was like just trees, and like we were still like 30 feet away from the trees. So I was like, damn, like, so yeah, it was pretty wild. But yeah, then I saw Guardians of the Galaxy yesterday. I saw the premiere. That was fire.
You've been going to a couple Marvel premieres, huh?
Hey, I'm him. I'm him.
Who's at
They invite me, bro. Huh?
Is there any weird, like, I don't know, not weirdos, but who's there?
There's some weirdos there.
That's a fact. Because I went with them last time. And there was definitely some weirdos.
There's some weirdos, bro. There's my.
But
there be, I'll be. Nah, there was some chick dressed up like a raccoon. Bro. Like she was dressed up in like an animal
furry?
thing. Yeah, so, but yeah, I mean,
people
they
into that.
They definitely be there, bruh. They be there for sure. And what's crazy is they were doing a premiere, so you could just go watch the movie, and then they were doing a premiere, like a marathon premiere.
The
So,
20 or the whatever many hours, and it's all the Marvel movies straight.
I don't know if it was all the Marvel movies straight.
Someone
I
sent
think
that
it was
to
just
me.
the Guardian ones because it started at.
You sent that to me?
It started at like 7. I think that's when the movie kicked off. So I had to go. I think just in order, and I think it was a marathon just for Guardians,
That's cool though.
That's cool.
which is still pretty dope.
The Endgame one. That was like, but the ticket was like something crazy. It was like
$900, bro.
It was a 2-day. No, it was more than that.
Because
What was that? It
it's
was
like
a
20
2-week
it's like 20 movies like consecutively.
back to back to back.
But still, like, you do fucking 10 times 20.
Who's paying $10 for a movie ticket these days?
If I'm buying in bulk,
That
I
many?
better get them in fucking $10
They
at
don't
least,
care.
bro. What? Okay, let's do 20 times 20. That's still $400. Where are you getting that extra 500 from? Am I getting beat off in the seat, bro?
Well, they know not
God damn.
the Black Widow herself.
Honestly, bro. Like, what's going on? Where is this other not $500, $600 coming from? Am I getting fucking meals in between? I better be. I better get 4-course meals.
Maybe they're like, it's a marathon. He ain't leaving. Bring him.
Yay. Do I get a place to shower and bathe or
Well-
no? Like, fuck no, right?
Stuck in your chair.
Bro, see, that's crazy. I can't. 20 hours? Nah. There be some motherfuckers there that just smell like
Like, I'm lazy, but I couldn't do that.
20 hours. I can't do that. That's too long.
I think the longest movie marathon I ever did was Lord of the Rings.
In a sitting?
Hey, don't worry about it.
You're a savage for that, bro.
Well, I was a kid, though. I was a kid.
Bruh, I know your little smelly ass. Your ass is smelling like type of way.
There are only 3 movies. Not The Hobbit. The Hobbit wasn't included.
There are 3
Just the
movies, all 3 hours long, bruh. I think the last one's almost damn near 4 hours, bruh.
They're great movies,
That's,
bro.
you watching that for 9 hours just sitting there?
Excited the whole time.
This nigga sweating, bro. Oh, no, bro. I can't. Not for that, bro. Lord of the Rings is good. I rewatched it, but I was like, yo, this is kind of weird. This the way that Sam and Frodo's relationship was.
Facts.
That shit was kind of sus, though.
I guess broken up over the years, it doesn't bother you that much. But when you watch them also consecutively, like, these boys got...
They type of weird, bro. Sam and Frodo just so sus, bro. I'm just like, bro, I would have been left this motherfucker, bro. He's so weird.
They actually frustrate me.
They frustrate the fuck out of me. I'm like, and then like Sam and like Frodo, they become friends with like this little goblin. I'm like, bro, don't follow Schmeagol around, bro. Like, you retarded? Like, you dumb? Why are you following him around, bro? So yeah, no.
But I guess now you've seen it, it's for everybody who should go see it.
Oh, go see it, bro. It's definitely
Scale of 1 to 10.
Definitely like an 8.5. Yeah, it's really good.
You gave the second Black Panther an 8.2.
Yeah, it's definitely better than the second Black Panther. It's good.
It was good. God dang.
Yeah, because there was like no parts of the movie, and it felt like an adult movie, if that makes sense. Like, you know how Thor: Love and Thunder was like meant for like kids and adults.
that was
And you're just
frustrating.
like, bro, what the fuck? And then like Black Panther was just kind of like all around like a family movie. This one just felt like an adult movie. Like, yeah, they do. This nigga says, "Get the fuck in the car, bro." It's funny as hell. And they dropped like a couple, bro. Like a couple F-bombs, and like I think he called someone a bitch at one point. Like, it was pretty wild. So I was like, damn, all right.
Good.
Or like they keep saying shit, and like it's like a couple, and I was like, damn, all right. Like, this is a good movie.
You gotta realize the people who started watching these movies are
Grown adults now. Like, they grown ass people, bro.
Facts.
Like, you were relying on these little ass kids to get you billions of dollars when they ain't even paying for the damn movie, bro. Better tailor it to somebody else.
Honestly. Yeah, to your fan base. To us.
So yeah, it was actually a really good movie. So I definitely would go see it again in theaters. Like, I'd go pay to go watch it. Even though I didn't pay for this last one, I'd go pay to watch it. Yeah.
I forgot. Also, speaking about our weeks, congratulations, you fucking asshole.
Two-time MVP, baby.
Yeah, back to
back. going back
Yeah.
to
Gifts
back.
from his members.
Back to back. Yeah, and I got these from the members, bro. See how vibrant they are?
Yeah. So
Yeah,
so
shout out
Sean, outside of the 23 gyms in San Diego, you were top performer in the month of April and May.
Yeah.
Damn, doing
No,
something
no,
right.
March and April.
March and April.
Yeah, 'cause
oh,
we're in
sorry,
May right
we're in
now.
May now.
Yeah, so
Damn,
March
doing
and-
something right. That's your club.
And I got it in January too. Well, not out of 23 clubs. That time it was only out of our clubs.
I don't know who you were in January.
Yeah, January, I was the only club to hit everything, bro.
Shit.
January, March, April, shit, we might get it in May too.
Damn.
Keep fucking around,
hey,
riding this wave, bro.
success leaves clues. So this man ain't just talking about it. He's running a profitable business.
Yeah, being about it out here. So, but yeah, and then other than that, we're watching NBA playoffs. Clearly, you see this bum with this lame ass Suns
Hey, yo.
polo on, bro.
Come
That
on
shit's
now.
corny as hell.
Hey, easy. Man. It was just to go with the vibe. NBA playoffs are
Trash,
going on.
trash is the vibe, or
Oh
what?
my God.
That's crazy.
I'm not even a Phoenix Suns fan. I roll with
What you got it on
Devin
for?
Booker though.
What you got on for?
It's just when I went out there last year. I bought it while I was out there.
After everything, that's what you decided to buy? Polo?
Well, no, I bought a jersey and a polo.
Okay, see, there we go.
Yeah.
I was going to say, no way you just bought a polo.
Nah,
nigga.
but I'm not gonna be sitting here with my farmer tan right now in a deep book jersey.
You could just throw the T-shirt underneath it.
when I don't even roll. Oh, true.
Come on now.
When I don't even roll with the Suns like that.
Don't worry. Next time I'm going to be rocking the Jamal Murray jersey. Because they about to sweep these boys. If anything, it'll be a 5-1 Nuggets. That's what I think.
I believe that.
I'm going to knock on wood because,
But
yeah,
your
5-1 Nuggets.
your favorite player though, he's out injured right now.
Who?
Chris Paul.
That old ass, bro. That old nigga.
And that's your boy.
I hate that, bro. I hate that man, bro. Get him off the court, bro. This is some of the oldest man shit that could ever happen in NBA play. This man is so old that he hurt his groin going up for a rebound. Like, that's some old man shit, bro.
just reached a little too far.
You don't deserve to be on the court, bro. Especially when you putting up like 4 and 8 points. Like, get him out of here, bro. Like, stop. I don't want to hear nothing about Chris Paul. I want to hear him go back to making corny ass commercials, bro. Like, that's your job.
Damn.
Go to corny ass commercials and leave NBA in the rear view mirror, bro. I hate Chris Paul. He's a bum.
How old is this Max guy from the Lakers? He looks so young. He said he's a rookie.
We are watching live the Lakers lose, get the ass beat by Golden State right now in Game 2.
Yeah. So yeah, I mean, this is game 3.
What?
This is game
no,
3.
Lakers? No, this is Game 2. They won the first game at Golden State. This is Game 2 at Golden State.
Oh no, yeah. You're right. Game 2. And they're about to lose too, bro.
They
That's
getting their
crazy.
ass
They
whooped.
getting their ass beat up, bro. I was thinking about the Celtics. Celtics last night, they beat the Sixers. They dogged the Sixers out
What are you doing?
by 40. I was looking it up.
Oh, I thought you texted someone. I was like,
Nah,
ain't no way.
No, they dogged the Sixers out by 40 last night. Almost 40.
About fucking 40? That's
They
crazy.
almost dogged them out by 40.
How long have you been in the gym industry now?
5 years.
That's as long as you've been in the gym industry?
Yeah.
God damn. No way.
Yeah.
Make me feel old as hell. No way.
This would be 6.
It's 6 years?
Yeah.
Okay, because I'm 9.
Yeah, this would be 6.
I'm 9 now. Damn. Has anything changed in the gym industry since you've been in it?
Yeah, I mean, it's constantly changing. I think the amount of knowledge that members are coming in with has changed dramatically. I think when I first got into gym industry, there wasn't too many people with the knowledge about working out that there is now. I feel like more people coming into the gym now have a better understanding of like what working out consists of, like how to work out. They just don't know like how their body moves and like sense of like proprioception just yet. But like overall knowledge that they come in, they're like, oh, I heard that like I should be doing like a split, and I'm like, oh, like I guess that's true. Like,
Yeah,
I
that's
ain't
a
know-
good
yeah,
question to
yeah,
ask.
I
Like,
didn't
you're asking
know
the
that-
right
I didn't know
questions.
you knew that, but yeah. And then like I heard that like cardio is like not all that. And I'm like, yeah, I mean, also true. Like, I'm like, I don't know who's telling you all this, but yeah, like like that's true. Like I talked to a dude today who he like tore his bicep in November. And I felt so bad for the dude because he tore his bicep in November and like got laid off in I think December or January. He got laid off in like the next like 2 months later.
Did you do manual labor or what? Why did he get laid off? Just two irrelevant things that just happened bad.
He said that he got laid off because of, I don't know. He said, so he's been with the company for like 15 years. And apparently they laid him off like every year they do an eval. And like his superior, I don't know. He got a new superior and his other superior went somewhere else. And his new superior gave him the eval. Mm-hmm. And his old superior didn't have an eval for him for like that month while he was there. So like he got an eval off a new superior. And I guess like obviously his bicep is torn, so like he wasn't working as hard.
Yeah,
like they still had him doing certain stuff, but like he wasn't working as hard. So I guess he got a shitty eval, and like they laid him off for that.
Damn.
And so yeah, he said he was like trying to go back to HR and figure the thing out. Like yo, like hey, I got an eval. Like why doesn't my old superior have something to say about like my eval? Like why is this new guy doing my eval? So, but yeah, I felt bad for the dude because he was like tearing up and shit, and I could tell that like I was like fuck, like you're. Yeah, he tore his bicep on the job. Yeah, so he hits workers' comp. But yeah, we were talking about like he's like I'm just getting back into the gym. I've been doing physical therapy for my bicep, but I want to get back into like actually like working out because I put on 35 pounds. And I was like, damn, like I was like, yeah, that's a little rough. Like we can. Like it's definitely doable to get that 35 pounds back off, and obviously we have to work around like the bicep tear. So like we should get into like a lot of different types of functional training. So like we don't tear the other bicep. Mm-hmm. We don't want to like favor this other bicep and put the other workload on this other bicep and tear this other bicep. So I was like, yeah, let's like do some functional training. This way we can kind of target like your entire body and get like the whole body burning and get different types of muscle adaptation into your body, just so you're not just doing compound lifts and like lifting around your bicep, because obviously like your bicep is going to be like one of the bigger muscles that's going to like take place in a lot of workouts that you do if you're doing compound lifting, whether it's like chest press or like a lat pull down, like shit like that. Like your bicep does get engaged. So like I was like, yeah, let's get into some functional training, do some unilateral work. And he's like, yeah, like that's dope. Like he's like, I told that I was like, I should be doing a split, and I was like, yeah, like we can get you into the split. Like that's gonna be super cool. Like, because I didn't know he knew that, and I was like, yeah, like essentially I'd put you in a split anyway. We'll just do upper body, lower body, or like push pull, and then we'll just work the full body. Every other day, because he was like, yeah, I'll come in like every day. And I was like, every day? And he was like, yeah, like every day, bro. I was like, well, I mean, obviously like a big part of like your recovery for your bicep is obviously recovery and like resting and like actually relaxing and not doing work. So I was like, maybe you come in 5 times a week instead of every day. And like we start working out with the trainer those like 3 times a week. And he's like, yeah, you know what, like that actually seems like something like I need to do. And then he's like, obviously like money is a thing, but like this is way more important, like 35 pounds. I was like, all right, cool. Like let's like get you on a program. And then eventually, yeah, so he signed up with the trainer. And then, but yeah, during that whole conversation, I could just tell that he was tearing up, and I felt so bad for the dude. So yeah.
But it's cool because in your example, because I was thinking like sometimes people thinking they know more or they have more access to this free knowledge, they might not be as open to newfound information. Yeah. But it was like in this situation, because he had a foundational set of like knowledge about it, he was more open to receiving the advanced topics. So it's like when he heard you talking about stuff, he's like, yeah, that makes sense. That's exactly what I'm looking for. And you're like, perfect.
Yeah, and that's why I noticed that it can go 2 ways, because like I told him, I was like, hey, like this is something that like we're going to have to start at zero. Like, we're going to have to build up your core stabilization. We're going to have to build up a bunch of stuff. And he's like, yeah, he's like, obviously, like, I've never torn my bicep before, and, like, this is all new to me. So, like, I don't know what I'm doing. Like, I've worked out before, but I've never worked out with a torn bicep.
Yeah,
and I was like,
different.
Yeah, it's completely different. I was like, let's for sure, like, get you with a trainer so you have proper education and knowledge to do it. And I think sometimes when people come in and they have some already like preset knowledge, then they're kind of stubborn because they're like stuck in their ways.
I know what I need to be doing.
Yeah, nah, I'm gonna go over here and I'm gonna do 40 reps of lat pull down and 40 reps of bicep curls, and I'll be straight. And then hit the treadmill. I'm like, damn, all right.
That's bro. Sometimes I tell the team, it's like, because you're like 40 reps on this, 40 reps on that, and then this thing, and that's it. And it's like, those are my regulars. And they come in there and they do that every day, all day. And I'm just like, they look the same as when I got here.
Exactly
like
the same.
Yeah.
I guarantee if I go back to your gym, I'd see these motherfuckers and they still look the same. I ain't been there in about 3 years, bro.
Damn.
I'll go back and I'll be like, bro, what, you still doing that same workout, that circuit?
There's no way.
You going over there doing your quick little deadlift, a squat, and then getting on the bike? And why you still look at it like that, bro?
That's crazy.
Prime specimen.
Yeah, so I guess it's not. But I guess they wouldn't know more. That's a more of like they think they know.
Yeah.
But I think people nowadays, the general population, do have a little bit more of an understanding of fitness, and I would say there's probably more fit people in gyms these days too.
Yeah.
Because of that, and I would say the general population probably trains a little harder than they used to.
Yeah. I think so. Do you think COVID had a play in that or no?
I think free time, like working from home, because of COVID, maybe taking time off COVID, got people out of shape, got maybe more into the gym. But I think just like social media, technology, like the internet, like stuff like that, it just was kind of like compounding where you got to see more people who looked good in what they were doing, and you also got to see people who know what they're actually doing and talking to them and doing it. And then, during COVID, there was a little boom in the younger people because I feel like they didn't have shit to do. So then all of a sudden they were able to look good and change, like give themselves something to do socially.
Yeah.
So all around, I think it helped for sure. Like,
yeah. I think there's
I think we talked about it on the show, like the last year, I think it was, but it hit a record high for amount of people who have a gym membership.
Yeah, because
in the United States,
that's another thing I was gonna say is that I think there's the gym scene is more saturated now. Like there's way more gyms now.
Oh, for sure.
So like I think even
fucking
like
throw a ball and hit a gym.
Exactly. I was gonna say it's almost like a Starbucks, bro. Like there's one on every block damn near, or there's like some type of facility for fitness on almost every block now. Mm-hmm. Whether that be like a small boutique gym up to like a giant corporate gym, like they're almost on every block. And I swear to God, like not even like 5 years ago, like when I got into the gym industry, like there wasn't that many.
No.
There's like maybe like a corporate gym here and there, and then like
one warehouse gym per city.
Exactly, per city. But now there's like a boutique gym and a warehouse gym everywhere. They're spraying up overnight, and I'm like, so I think these people are like getting more FaceTime to like actual like fitness industries. So I think they're gonna go try out like other places because I sign a bunch of people up that come like from like Choose or a smaller gym, and I'm like, oh, okay, like cool, like how long have you been doing that? Or I was doing that for a couple months, but now I want something different. And I'm like, oh, okay, so like you already have like a knowledge set of like the gym, and then you come into a bigger gym, and you're like, oh shit, like okay, like this is what I thought I was doing, but this is what I should be doing, and that's what I feel like I've been running into, the people that were like, oh, this is what I thought I was doing, but this is what I should be doing.
Yeah, they've tried it on their own. They've realized like it maybe wasn't the right thing, or they need to do more. Like they've graduated from their old plan, like, oh, this is a better plan.
Yeah, because like those gyms have that circuit laid out, like Planet Fitness and Choose, like they have that little 20-minute burn, and you're just like,
I hate that shit.
And then they come in, they're like, hey, yo.
Where's that setup at?
Yeah, so I'll be like,
we're
so,
a real gym?
Yeah, so what do you plan on doing when you're in the facility? And they're like, oh, well, I was just going to do a little circuit. You guys
full body.
You guys got a little circuit, right?
Hit one of everything.
Nah, my boy. This is a gym, an actual gym. This ain't an adult playground.
No, cookie cutter. Yeah. Everybody does the same thing,
Everyone
regardless of their goals, where they're at. Nah.
So I was like, nah, like, yeah, I mean, those circuits are pretty like one and done type of deal. Like you're just meant to go in there and like, give you is like a quick workout, maybe like the first,
which something's better than nothing.
Yeah, something's better than nothing. But yeah, of course they'll give you the workout like the first like 2 or 3 times when you actually go into the gym and work out. You'll probably get a good like workout because you've never actually done anything. But you will still won't like achieve your goals if you get what I'm saying. So that's why I tell everyone, I'm like, yeah, those are good for the first like couple days when you're in the gym, just to get you like kind of like introduced to something, introduced to like a actual like machine. Like you kind of get to feel like what a push motion feels like, a pull motion feels like a rotation motion or a twist motion feels like, a single unilateral motion. Like, so that gets you into like a understanding of like how your body should move in these motions for like that first couple times. And then after that, I'm like, all right, like you graduated after that. That's like you reading the intro into like a fucking book or like into like the instructions for a game. Like that's what I think those 20-minute burns are for. And then that's when you go out and graduate and just do your own shit.
Mm-hmm. So,
yeah.
something specific for you.
Yeah.
Or like a cookbook. Like, okay, you learned a couple of recipes, but now here, go test some shit out.
Yeah.
Like to make your specific fucking meal.
Yeah, so that's why I think there's a lot more people coming in with more knowledge, just because they come from
They have more options.
of gyms, and like there's a boxing gym.
They could start
There's
anyway.
there's everything. So like now there's some type of fitness facility like on every block where like someone can go do something. So which is pretty cool now.
Yeah,
Like,
I like that.
I don't know if that's in all places of America, but that's for sure in San Diego.
Oh, for sure in San Diego.
Yeah.
It's and I would say it's in a lot of places, whether it be Dallas, Arizona.
Because I mean, you're naming like bigger cities.
I guess some metropolitan areas.
metropolitan areas.
San Diego, I guess population density isn't crazy.
Well, I'm talking about like,
but it's a city. It's a big city.
Yeah, because like even up here where we're at, like you still like we have like literally like almost like 5 fitness facilities. Like there's a Brazilian jiu-jitsu right there. There's a gym right there. There's another gym over here. And they're all within like 5 minutes.
Yeah, you got commercial, boutique boot camp,
Brazilian jiu-jitsu, another boutique boot camp over here.
Oh, another small gym, and then like a warehouse gym.
Yeah, and a warehouse
gym.
gym.
And like this is like I'm talking like
these are all rock throws away.
Yeah, like I could
jog to all of these.
Yeah,
for sure. I could jog to all these.
And it's not like a 30-minute jog. Like
these are
this
like
is just a warm up to get there. Yeah,
5-10 minute jogs. Like they're not too far away, bro. So I don't think like that's the same in everywhere.
No.
But like, I mean, even when
and we're not in downtown. Like
San Diego. We're not in downtown San Diego.
We're in the county. Yeah, we're in the outskirts.
County, bro. Like we're in the northern part of San Diego where it starts to slow down. But even in like when I go back home to like Denver, like there's still like gyms that are popping up, like Vasa's over there. Like there's Planets, there's 24s, there's Crunches, and I'm like, damn, like none of these gyms were here before. And I'm like, there's a gym literally like down on every block now.
So are gyms creating or helping kind of the demand, or is that many gyms popping up because fitness is being demanded?
I think gyms are helping the demand.
Helping the demand? We're kind of like marketing machine of ourselves trying to like push it.
Yeah, because I don't think
at the same time.
I don't think the demand is there.
Okay.
Because if
for that many gyms.
Yeah, for that many gyms. Because if that was the case, then we would already had that.
Okay.
And that wouldn't have happened in like the last like couple of years. Mm-hmm. Even though obviously demand can change throughout time, but like I think that's only because of gyms that demand has changed.
Because it's more easily available?
Yeah, it's more easily available because I feel like, again, the average person, not like me and you and Jesse, but like the average person needs convenient. Like that's what they need. Because if they're not going and it's not like right down the street,
they gotta go out of their way.
They gotta go
plan
out of
for
the way,
it.
20 minutes out of the way, 20 minutes back. Like
they're not doing it.
That's 40 minutes. Like us, we drive 20 minutes to the gym every day.
Yeah. We'll pass gyms that we kind of don't like just to be at the gym.
Yeah, exactly.
That we like a little more.
There's a gym literally like 5 minutes down the road from where I live, but I go 20 minutes the other way.
True.
To a gym.
Yeah.
But the average person is going to go to the gym that's 5 minutes down the road because it's right down the road. So like the amount of convenient gyms that are placed is just better. That's why people go to these like smaller boutique gyms because they're just right there. It's not because they heard of them. It's just because they're in the parking lot where they shop and they're like, oh shit, like let me go check this out.
Yeah.
Like I'm right here. Versus going to Vasa or going to LA Fitness that's like 10, 20 minutes down the road.
Yeah. I think one thing that worries me a little bit with more gyms popping up, with more people getting into fitness, and I guess with a more educated consumer base, as long as I've been in the industry, I haven't seen the fitness professionals level up to this at the speed I would like to.
Yeah,
Like I feel like
I agree with that.
on the inside of the industry, we're not doing our job pushing it forward. On like a education or I don't want to say service, but like I just feel like we haven't got drastically better at doing what we do.
Yeah, I agree
As an industry at the same speed as consumers are coming in and other gyms are popping up.
Yeah, I agree with that because I feel like we're still limiting ourselves to a certain space as gyms and as consumers. Or I mean, as an industry. Like I feel like our trainers are limited to this space, and it's like you have to train. Like that's it. Like just train in this certain space. But like I feel like we can expand a lot more, whether that be with like nutrition, whether that would be with like different training styles, or whether that be with like functional training. I mean, like physical therapy almost.
Okay.
I feel like we could expand a lot more if like we had like maybe a physical therapist on the team. Like
Yeah.
on
Yeah.
retainer maybe. Not even like him there, but like imagine like if you had a corporate box facility and not only did you offer a way to strengthen your like inactive muscle or your torn muscle, but you also had a way to recover it. Like, oh, I just tore my pec. Oh, okay, cool. Like we actually have a physical therapist here, because all a physical therapist does is put you through fucking stretches and exercises.
Their protocols are very limited, and we talked about that even when I think when Cody was here, and we've talked about it separate too. Is like they're a little tied behind insurances. Like they can't. The doctor, like Hippocratic Oath, is like I will do no harm.
Yeah.
So a lot of times it's like it's not going to be super progressive. So it's stretching, range of motion, light load bearing.
So imagine like you had a physical therapist and then you graduate from your physical therapist in the same facility to go
Into
train
a program.
in a program. Like I feel like that
That should be in more boxes. That
should be in more boxes.
That's happening in very small, like 0.01% of
Exactly.
facilities, and it's like a specialty facility.
Yeah, and I get it. Like, okay, cool. You don't want to train. You don't want to pay this person like fucking a gang of money to have them there. But like realistically, you're gonna get
Your
like
money's
imagine
worth.
you're gonna get your money's worth. Imagine if we only so right now we deal with healthcares on like a limited basis with just older senior citizens.
Yeah.
Imagine if fitness industries could now deal with healthcares like sporadically with like younger adults all the way to older adults. Now we're dealing with healthcares for like personal training. Now we're dealing with healthcares for physical therapy.
Yeah.
And maybe potentially memberships. Like now you're talking to healthcares and like different like Kaiser and Blue Cross and all these healthcare facilities about healthy lifestyles. And then now you're offering a way to fix this healthy lifestyle at a almost like a cheaper cost, because now we're a name brand. Like your brand's going to get across regardless. So you're not going to go to a private like proprietary or proprietor and like pay them X amount of dollars. That's probably going to upcharge you just for a couple stretches and shit.
Yeah.
When you can get it at like 24-hour fitness or LA Fitness and get it for almost probably like a different rate, because we're a big box chain. We're not relying on your business. You're just like a supplemented business to ours. Like, bro, what? Why not? Why don't we do that?
Yeah. But I think that comes to the point. It's like we got to level up our. So with that, it's like we got to level up our product, and we also
hell yeah, of
and
course
we
you
have
do.
to level up our thinking a little
Yeah.
bit.
I mean, you're thinking so like, I feel like fitness facilities are thinking so 1990s. Like 1990s and 2000s. Like, bro, it's 2023. Upgrade the fucking facilities. Upgrade your thinking. Upgrade like what the consumer wants. Like
Continued education, continued
continue
development
education.
of teams.
Exactly. There's so much you can upgrade your facilities to do. Like, bro, like some facilities have cardio movie theaters, which I think is brilliant. Like, people don't want to do cardio and people don't want to do like leave their couch. What's better than just going and watch a movie and doing cardio? Like, that's something that you would never seen in like the 1990s or the 2000s. A cardio theater? No. This is like a newer 2000s where they're like, oh damn, cardio theaters, like that's fucking dope. And that's something so simple that changed the entire industry, or not the entire industry, but it changed that facility or that game of that facility.
It affects our, like, so a gym in our market does that, right? And it's like we hear that from the from the consumer, like it's one of their things that they like. And so it's something silly, but it's like if someone wasn't going to do cardio that day and they're walking out and they're like,
shit, what movie they playing?
That's kind of a dope movie. Okay, I'll go in there and do it.
Bro, I've been to those facilities and I'm like, hey, they playing,
or the 20 minutes goes by faster.
Yeah,
or some shit
they
like
playing
that.
Jurassic World in there. Shit, I'm about to go watch that. And then I'm only gonna go in there for 10 minutes. I'm there for 30 now. Like imagine that. Like imagine you were like, yeah, all right, I gotta do 10 minutes. Like the average person's like, yo, I gotta do 10 minutes of cardio. But they go and watch a movie and they get stuck in the movie for fucking like 30 minutes.
Yeah, one climatic arc of the movie.
One arc of the movie, and they're like, fuck, I did 30 minutes of cardio. And then like that just changed their whole life. So I think they just got to level up, and like I think I think as a fitness facility, like it's just so close minded to what they could do. Like now we're starting to reach out and we can do like different stuff. Like some places are doing like cryotherapy,
liquid
IVs in their club. Like these are the things that'll level up your club that is going on in 2020 and 2023. Like where you can be a part of the movement or you can get left behind.
Yeah. Yeah, I think we could integrate it a little better. It's like, for sure, because it's like I've had trainers who work for me who have degrees in kinesiology, emphasis in physical therapy, maybe not DPTs, but even them, they were levels apart from your regular trainer.
Yeah.
Some of them weren't, right? Now, again, that paper doesn't change people.
Yeah.
But like if they went and worked in the clinic for a while before they came to us, like they were, plus they had like an athletic background, like these people were a level above the other trainers.
Oh, for sure.
And then it's like also the salespeople who have a drive for passion. They continue their education, and maybe they did a cert here or there. They learned about nutrition or hormones. Like, it's not even like you have to spend millions of dollars in changing your facilities. It's like changing even the mindset of the people to provide a service.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like you could imagine like you give like your basic salespeople basic nutritional advice. Like that'll change your whole industry completely. Or you give your trainers like basic nutritional advice. Like you all get them like nutritional certified or something like that. I don't know. Or we hire maybe, I don't know, like a nutritionist for the fitness facility.
Crazy.
And now you have a nutritionist.
A registered dietitian.
A registered dietitian. I'm sorry.
Because nutritionist, that's just, that's nothing.
That's nothing. So we get an actual registered dietitian for the facility. And like we have a legitimate registered dietitian that will program your meals, give you actual meals, and like give you this. And like, you can come here and get your meal. Well, not get your meals, but like you can come here and get your actual like meal card or whatever the fuck they give you, like a meal breakdown.
Now, obviously, you might not
versus you going to another dietitian.
Yeah, and I think big companies are worried about doing a lot of this because sometimes it's not going to be such a return on investment, but it's like it potentially could. Like it.
Yeah, you don't
like
know
just
until
even
you try
people visiting your facility to do it. So a gym in our area recently opened up a hormone clinic. Now that's
crazy.
That's crazy.
But that
in their gym, but people who don't go to that gym,
but that
will
works.
Visit that gym
exactly. But that works for also that gym too.
That gym's brand is definitely going to work with a hormone.
It's going to need hormone clinics because these motherfuckers on gear.
They definitely.
A lot of people in that facility are on gear.
That's like they go to that gym. So it's a competitor based gym, physique competitor, powerlifters. Like that's the gym kind of in this area that's known for that, and they drop that in with an actual like third party clinic, not something like they're doing on their own. I was like, that's gonna do something there.
Yeah, it's gonna do something. You're now getting exposure from a different area that you would not have normally gotten exposure from to come here.
Yeah, and not promoting hormonal therapy or anything like that.
No,
but
hey,
like,
by
there's
the way,
people
we're
in the
here.
industry that do it, and it's like I would definitely educate your team on it that also works there. That way, they're not just telling fucking Susan over there to go talk to them.
Yeah, and I just think there's. Like I said, I think our industry is so, like, in this box.
I feel like it goes both ways. It's like most of the industry is in the box, and it's like we don't leave our box. This is the way we've
been going this way.
There's a scene.
If it's broken, don't fix it type of deal.
Yeah, there's a scene from Iron Man when Tony Stark is showing the bombs to, like, the team.
Yeah.
And he's like, after it blows up, he's like, this is the way I did, or this is the way my dad did it. This is the way I do it. This is the way America does it. And it's like, I think it gets the job done. So, and that's kind of like how the gym industry runs. It's like the way we've been doing it. It's the way it's going to keep going.
Bro.
So, and then there's like small pockets that are just trying everything until they see what sticks to the wall.
Yeah. And I'm not saying you have to do all that.
Nah.
But, like, definitely do something that's going to obviously work out in the long run. Because, you now, say, for example, we got physical therapists on the, like, one physical therapist on your team. Now you have to, pay another, like, 70 grand and maybe salary for him actually working for whatever time he's working. You probably pay another 70 to 80 grand for him. Versus now you're getting X amount of people that are going to come in for, like, let's just start saying that we take, like, actual insurances now.
And so you bring up a really good point too. One of my biggest beefs with physical therapists is they do your sessions and you leave. You don't really get super educated. You don't have the same equipment that they had there. But if you go to a gym or a fitness facility that you can work out at any time, when you're done with that, he's taught you, hopefully also, it's kind of like that's one of our biggest sales points of trainers.
Yeah.
He's taught you how to use the equipment that's here.
Yeah.
So you'll be able to train here on a regular basis. So it's like, let's say an insurance paid half of it or whatever and sent you there with the copay. How likely are you going to sign up at that gym?
Oh, for
so
sure.
sure, you might be paying the physical therapist more than any of your trainers, as you probably should.
You should.
But then it's like, how many more members are you going to get because now
You're getting a gang of members.
You're
Because
in that referral or healthcare program.
imagine how many people go to physical therapy and never
Go to a gym.
go to a gym afterwards. There's probably a shit ton. There's
How
probably
many people continue their rehab through a trainer once they're passed upon by the physical therapist. What that process looks like.
How many?
Yeah, I mean.
Well, so
It's
the
probably
answer to your
slim.
question,
Yeah, it's probably slim too.
Yeah, the answer to your question is like nobody.
Nobody.
And then yours is nobody.
Again, nobody. There's probably no one that goes from. There's probably a slim amount of people. There's only so many people that I've seen come from their physical therapist and be like, "Hey, I need a trainer."
Yeah. Of all the people who go to physical therapy, you're talking like 1%.
A couple. Yeah, a handful. And what's
show that process to somebody who's in your facility already, because people who are in the physical therapy office, they think that that's it. Like,
yeah, that's what I'm saying. But 9 times out of 10, your physical therapist will tell you, like, hey, like you need to continue, like, this outside of here. Like, you need to continue.
Yeah. If you were doing a lot of this stuff, if it wasn't like an acute injury tear or something like that, like, you would have never had to see me. So you need to continue this now.
And imagine, so now we're working with, like, insurance companies now. And imagine, like, you go, like, your doctor is telling you, like, hey, like, guess what? Like, you have diabetes. You need to go to a fitness facility. Mm-hmm. Here is the prescription, or, like, this is where you're going to go. 24-hour fitness. It's paid for. This is one of our sponsors. Like, this is who we work with. 24 Hours Fitness is the place that you need to go to.
The only bad thing that comes with that usually is when insurance is involved is, like, regulation.
Yeah, but there's not too many regulations on a fitness facility that we don't already abide by.
The cool thing is that if they're regulating just the physical therapy part of it, they get passed on to a trainer after that. So
Yeah.
all of that goes.
Exactly. It just goes out the window. Eventually, the regulations are now in the trainer side.
You have a doctor of physical therapy telling you, no, you need to continue this with a trainer.
Yeah, you need to go here. Mm-hmm. This is a fucking doctor telling you need to go here.
This is the next step. I wouldn't be doing my part if I didn't tell you that's a good idea.
Like, this is the next step.
Like, oh, my doctor said I need to do this. But when your doctor's there and it's telling you need to.
Yeah, of course. Imagine, like, your prescription was a 24-hour fitness gym membership or LA Fitness gym membership or EOS gym membership. Like, that is your prescription.
Yeah. How many times have you heard someone also come in and be like, my doctor told me just to walk on the treadmill for 10 minutes. My doctor told me to swim. It would be so powerful to be like, well, hold on.
Come here. This is a fucking doctor.
And it's not your general physician. Like, this is the DPT or whatever. And it's like,
even if we just partnered with, like, insurance companies for healthcare, for, like, people that have, like, again, like, they have diabetes or they have high cholesterol or they have, like, some type of problem, and they're like, yeah, you need to go out and exercise, and, like, they're like, oh, okay, cool. But, like, if they partnered with, like, most people just don't want to go to the gym because, again, it's not convenient and they don't want to pay for it.
Yeah.
Money is also a cost. So now.
And they don't want to work hard.
Yeah. If your insurance is paying for it, your copay is like $5 for a gym membership and then another, like, $50 for a trainer. And then 24-hour fitness or LA Fitness or EOS just charges the insurance company for the other remainder. Like, bro, you know how much money that company would make? I just don't understand that. It don't comprehend with me, bro. Like, I just don't get it.
Yeah. Like I said, I feel like we haven't leveled up at the speed that our consumers have grown or that our consumers have been educated.
That's like you owning a grocery store and not getting a wholesale like client, like buying your stuff in wholesale.
So, yeah, not wholesale or like the non-GMO.
Yeah, not
all this
like
stuff.
that's you finding like a company and you're like, oh well, I'm not gonna go get more revenue by buying wholesale because I don't want to deal with wholesale. Like I'll just buy it from like this distributor like right next to me. Like what? That it makes no sense to me. Like I just feel like there's such a need in the healthcare industry, which we know that there is a need there. So why aren't we tapping into that need?
And that obesity is correlated with like
if
80%
we know
of
that,
underlying health
why
issues.
are we not going to tap into this? I just don't get it. It just baffles me why like they don't tap into that industry.
Well, so on our side,
Well, we do it already.
well, so on our side, it makes the fitness industry money.
Yeah.
What does it do for the healthcare industry?
Same
Throw
thing.
quotes on that when they start referring out.
When they start referring
And then
out,
they've got to start covering some of that pay. Are you going to pay double your health insurance?
well, I mean, I'm not going to pay you fucking double.
No,
But
right.
what's what I'm saying? There's already healthcares that already cover that, though.
For certain demographics on
Exactly.
certain plans.
I'm saying it's not for everyone. This is for certain
Yeah.
demographics on certain plans.
Yeah.
But, like,
But with more offerings.
with more offerings.
Yeah.
Like, you're not really using too much. And even if it is, like, okay, like, you're going to pay your copay. Like,
Yeah, because the health insurance industry could make more off a pill than they could if they all of a sudden started covering half your gym membership.
yeah, of course they could.
So I think that's a big thing.
Let's not, I'm talking more for, like, obviously, big FEMA and
Yeah,
those
I was
fucking
like, y'all
industries.
want to talk about conspiracy theories, big pharma.
Big pharma and all that. They don't want
They
us
just
to
wanna
win,
dope you
bro.
up.
They
No,
wanna
I'm just kidding.
dope you up and get you fat.
But I think that's something that I would like to see, though, is just how can the industry continue to move forward?
Yeah. I think there's so many ways. And
There's so many ways, like literally, and that's why you probably see so many different niche markets pop up. And then all of a sudden, everyone jumps onto the new thing. But it's like I feel like we could just be better at what we're even doing, and we would do a better service. But
yeah, I think it's just update your facilities. Is the main thing.
It's also exciting that our industry hasn't hit its full potential yet, so there's so much room for growth.
Yeah.
If it continues that way.
I think our industry is we're at the early stages of our industry. I think it's only going to get more.
yeah, bro, like if you even think about it, in the '90s, like there were still male and female only gyms. There weren't
Bro,
squat
that's
racks in
crazy.
gyms. Like this is still an infant and young business.
Yeah.
There's no regulation on personal training.
Yeah,
There's
that's
not a
just
governing
crazy.
board that says like you can't go put personal trainer on your Instagram bio.
Yeah.
Like there's not. Like
Yeah, it's crazy how young the industry is, but fitness has been around for so long and it's still so
Yeah,
young. Like
forever.
it just makes no sense. I
Yeah.
just don't understand why it's such a adolescent stage of fitness industry.
yeah, like the way that even professional athletes trained 10 years ago was different. 20 years ago was different.
Well, that was crazy.
Yeah, like we learn more about the human body because it's long-term studies, right?
Yeah.
Like fitness isn't a tomorrow thing. So early on, it was like what they could study that got you a result immediately is what they found to be true. But then they saw the benefits of different exercises and different programs, different nutrition over a course of years now. And they're like, oh, what we thought we knew was completely wrong.
But so I'm not even saying that it's got to be like that. What I'm saying is go to any D1 college fitness facility, bro. That shit is
Top notch.
crazy. And what's crazy is I'm like, why don't you put that in your facilities?
Well, I ain't going to hold you.
But obviously that shit's expensive.
Half my members don't deserve it.
That's a fucking fact. Y'all niggas
Y'all ruin what we give y'all.
don't deserve it, bro.
Respect it.
I swear, can't give niggas nothing, bro. I'm telling you, bro. Honestly, but again, it's a 20-year-old facility. What do you really want them to respect, bro? At certain point, it's okay. If you've been living in a fucking rundown apartment for so long, you're only gonna treat it some type of way. If you've been rolling with your hoopty for so long, you're gonna eventually.
Yeah,
It's gonna,
you just.
all right, whatever.
There's
At the beginning when you get your car, I'm never eating in my car. You eating a whole Big Mac in your seat, bro.
Yeah, there's I think it's called, I don't know what New York governor it was or whatever, but he came up with like the broken window theory.
Yeah.
And so his big thing to clean up like the city of New York was anytime you see like a broken window, you immediately fix it. Because it's like bad neighborhoods come about because it's like you have one broken window doesn't get fixed, another one gets broken.
Bro, they think that you can
all of a
just
sudden
do
you
it.
got a crack house, and then it's like
Bruh.
then you got a broken fence, then you got a
you.
broken down car, and it's like all of a sudden people just stop caring. So it's like
Bro, and I
yeah.
think it's the same way with the fitness industry. I think just people don't give a fuck because like some of the facilities are just so old and so like beat up and so run down where there's just like, man, I don't give a fuck about this. And that's why like you have like, if you go into like Brooklyn now, like Brooklyn, New York is so gentrified and so nice now, and you're like, oh, like they would have never thought that it would have been so nice and so bunch of white people walking around in Brooklyn, like that would have never been a thing. And like the same thing goes for fitness facilities. Like if you go back to like where I live, like I would have never thought they would have put luxury apartments right there.
Yeah.
Like now there's a luxury apartment across the street where a fucking crackhead used to be. I went back and I just don't comprehend it.
Yeah,
but now
there's
the streets are cleaner now.
There's a saying, I think I heard about when about relationships.
Crackhead got his shirt.
Crackhead got his shirt. Yeah. But
they go off crack now, bro. Like,
damn, cleaned up the streets.
cleaned up the street.
But
bro. That's crazy.
What you appreciates.
Yeah, 100%.
So it's like if you got to invest in it.
Yeah, so like I think they just got to update the crackhead got his shirt. Bro, I used to smoke weed over there at like 13, bro. Like that's just crazy, bro.
Wait,
now,
now
this big ass luxury.
Oh, you talking about you for real?
Yeah, bro. I'm being
He's like, I remember that.
I used to smoke right there, bro.
That
I'm
parking
like,
lot,
bro. I'm like, that's crazy. My
Huddle?
barbershop was right there. I was like 13, 14, bro. Now I was like 14, 15.
That's so funny.
And I was in the barbershop getting cropped up, bro. And this dude was passing me the blunt. I was like, all right, fuck it. I'm gonna a couple of times, you know, and then I'm like, hey, I'm a kid at the guy. I'm like, you're not supposed to do that, but hey, it is what it is. Went back out, and I remember I walked out, crackhead right across the street on the bus stop. Damn. He over there just chilling, no shirt on, and mind you, it's cold as a motherfucker outside.
Damn,
this nigga ain't got no shirt on. He had the bus like no shirt. And then I'm like, all right, cool. Like, it's a normal day. I'm walking back home, going back home from getting my cut. I'm riding my bike, bro.
So,
but now there's a whole luxury movie theater and a fucking apartment building. I'm like, when did this happen, bro?
If you don't want kids smoking weed behind your gym, take care of it.
Take care of it, bro. If you don't want them smoking weed in your gym, take care of it, bro.
Bro, I lose my damn mind.
Bad motherfuckers, bro. I'm telling you, honestly, just take care of the facilities and people will take care of it. That's what I think, because I go to some of these nicer facilities and they stay nice because people take care of it.
Yeah.
You go to the rundown facilities, rundown shit happens.
The rundown shit happens.
You get rundown shit.
That's so fucking true. But for sure. Well, that's all I fucking got.
Yeah, no. But you know what they can do in these facilities?
They can hustle. That's what they be
hustle.
doing. That's what we be doing.
That's what they need to be doing. And hustle is the only controllable pillar of success, God damn it.